here's the point we're trying to drive across. So let me slow it down now that we have enough time. You got to know two figures are similar, right? None of what I talked about on Friday or right now works if the figures are not similar. The figures have to be similar to each other. All right, now let's say I know that this is 5 inches and this is 3 inches in this pentagon. Okay. We can say this ratio of the sides, I just abbreviated S1 over S2. The ratio of their sides, 5 to 3, 3 to 5, whatever you would like to put. All right. This is also known as, the ratio of the sides, we called it the similarity ratio. And your book will use scale factor. Okay, so all these mean the same thing. Is, hey, pick two sides that match up. What ratio are they at? Okay, that's what that means. Now that is power now, knowing that. That is power. Because now, once I turn our attention to the perimeters, look, guys, I can't tell you what the perimeters are. I have no idea. I don't have that information. I don't know what the actual perimeters are, but I can at least tell you the perimeters are in some ratio of 5 to 3. Right? That doesn't mean the perimeter of this one equals 5 and the perimeter of that one equals 3. This one could equal 15 and that one could equal 9. It's still in a ratio of 5 to 3. Right? I can at least tell you what the ratios are in. Also, I can tell you something about the areas. Again, I can't tell you what the areas are. I don't have that information. But what I can tell you is if I square my side ratio or even the perimeter ratio, it's in some type of ratio of 25 to 9. Again, that doesn't mean that the big one has an area of 25 and the small one has an area of 9. All it means is whatever the areas are, I put them over each other, they would reduce down to 25 over 9. All good. Okay, now, here's where I ended it pretty darn quickly on Friday. We did a problem where I know these two are similar. And I gave you, in this case, I'll give you the area of the smaller one is 56 square inches. What's the area of the bigger one? Okay. Now, it doesn't make any sense to do this. 5 over 3, the ratio of their sides, equals x, the area of the bigger one, over 56, the area of the smaller one. If you're writing this, you're telling me that the side ratio and the area ratio always equal. That's not what we said, right? It's the side ratio squared, okay? So if you're doing area, make sure you square the side ratio before you set it equal to the areas. All right. If I was doing perimeter, I'd say 5 over 3 equals x over 56 if this was a perimeter problem. But it's not, so I need to square the side ratio. Okay? We are right there. If you know the side ratio, you know the perimeter ratio, and you can square them to get the area ratio. They will not give you the actual areas, though. Okay? They won't give you the actual areas until I know one or both areas. Then I could set up a proportion. All right, go back to your notes. We've got a couple blanks to work with. So go back to number 3 for me. Find the similarity ratio. What am I asking for again? S1 over S2. That's what I'm asking. That's similarity ratio. Scale factor, the book will use. Find the ratio of the sides. All right, we know the areas are 8 to 32. Right? 8 to 32. So 8 over 32 are the areas. What's the side ratio then? Well, think about it. S1 over S2. What do I need to do with them to get to the area? Right? I needed to square them. Right? All right, well, now I'm giving you this stuff. How do I go backwards? Right? I'm going back. I'm giving you the areas now, but I want to go this way and find the sides. So I don't want to square them. All right, what do I want to do to go backwards? Ideas? What do I want to do to go backwards? Anna? Square root them. Okay, so I'm giving you the areas. What was the side ratio? Well, to go backwards from a squared, I take the square root. And make sure you do it right on your calculator, fraction template, everything. And you should notice, nice number, 1/2, 1/2. So the ratio of their sides is 1:2. We're all right so far. All right, how about two circles now? One area is 128 pi and the other is 18 pi. What's my side ratio then? Similarity, scale factor. Again, I'm going backwards now. A1 to S. So same thing, I'm going to take the square root. Eight thirds. 8/3 is the side ratio. Questions? All right, I know you already have the work written down. All right, but I'm going to do this over again to see where we are with number 5. All right, we're going to have the shorter side, 6 feet. Shorter side, similar one. The area of the smaller one is 48. What's the area of the bigger one? All right, here we go. Now I'm looking for area. You know the sides. You know the two sides are in a ratio of 6/9. Here's where I could tell we're not picking this up if you just set that equal to 48/x. Because what are you telling me? You're telling me the sides and the area always in the same ratio. No, never in the same ratio. All right, if we're setting this up, you're saying the sides and the area always have the same ratio. Nope, I have to square the sides, right? Square them. All right, so if you're finding area, make sure you square your sides. If this was perimeter, keep it equal to each other, right? Because perimeter and sides always equal. And then we cross multiply. Anything you want to ask here? So as you go, here's you had what, 6-13, I believe, correct? All right, so I'll do number 6 with you here. These two triangles are similar. You see the sides, right? What's the area of the green figure? What's the area of the green figure? So 10, the ratio of the sides is easy. 10/18, right, is equal to, let's see, the 25 should go with the 10. That's incorrect, right? Again, you're telling me the sides and the areas are always equal. No. How do I adjust this to make them equal? I have to square the 10 and the 18. Right? I have to square the 10 and the 18. Then you could start cross multiplying. We good? Questions? Because I'm going to allow you to go back right now completely, just not if you had answers written down. I want good work written down, proportions. If you haven't checked, get your Chromebooks out and check the answers to these. If you think you are confident and you are all set, all right, I'm not going to stop you. You can move on to the review for the test. And again, you guys that weren't here when I announced it, the test is now Wednesday, not tomorrow. All right. I didn't feel comfortable after Friday, so we're redoing Friday. We'll review tomorrow more, and then Wednesday will be the test. All right. So any issues, what you have to do here the rest of the period? Redo the homework if you need to, or even do it if you didn't do it on Friday. All right. I'll give you that little free pass. Make sure you understand it. It's checked. Go to classroom and check your answers. If you feel confident, you move on to the review. If you don't, you know what? You call me over and I'll sit down with you and work with you. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people here. All right, I think I can handle 9 people. All right, so let's get going. You go whatever direction you need to go. All right.